Exercise 14. At 1000 degrees Celsius, which is pretty hot, ammonia gas, right? Ammonia is one of those things that we want you to just know what it is. It's NH3. Will react with oxygen gas. Remember the oxygen gas? It's a gen, right? So it's diatomic nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, and all the halogens. Form gaseous nitric oxide. Okay, I don't know what nitric oxide is off the top of my... Oh, it tells me right there. Awesome, 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 awesome. And water vapor. Again, remember that means gas. That means gas in that form. H2O gas. NO gas. O2 gas. Ammonia, NH3 gas. And so we have the species that's absolutely given to us. This reaction is the first step in commercial production of nitric acid by the Ostwald process, which is actually not important at all, truly, for this question. It is important to the world because this is the reason that our global population has grown to the size it is, because naturally, as it comes, our planet cannot support this large of a human population. It's only with the commercial production of fertilizer that we are able to farm enough food to feed the number of people that exist on this planet, because currently this planet is way, way, way past its carrying capacity for the human species. So artificially, we've had to make more food. This is how it's done. Now, that's important to this planet and humans as a whole. However, it's not important to you solving this problem. So again, wade through this stuff that you don't need, identify the stuff that you do need, because we are balancing the equation for this reaction. So the species that we know that we have NH3, and that was a gas, reacting with oxygen, which is O2 because it's diatomic, also a gas, reacting to form gaseous NO, and water vapor, which is H2O gas. So let's balance this bad boy. So again, the things we want to look out for. Balance the most complicated looking thing first. Leave any element present for last. Is there an element present here? Yes, it's right there. Okay, it's just oxygen. So I'm going to leave that one for last. And if I get into any trouble, just double each and every one of these coefficients, and that'll probably solve any issues that you have. So let's start with nitrogen first. N, there's only one of each nitrogen, so that looks fine. Let's move on to hydrogen. There's 3 on this side, 2 on this side. Ooh, so I'd probably have to use my 3-2 trick. So let's go 2 right there, 3 right there. So my hydrogens are balanced. And then, that changed the number of nitrogens I had, right? So because in my first step I didn't change the nitrogens, in my second step I did change the hydrogens, but because this is also hooked to nitrogen, that doubled the number of nitrogens, so I'm not balanced there. So I'm going to have to put a 2 in front of that NO. So my nitrogens are balanced, my hydrogens are balanced. Now let's check out the last thing. That's an element. There's 2 on this side. 2 plus 3, that's 5. So I have 5 on this side, 2 on this side. Now I realize there's no coefficient I can put in front of this species right here to make it equal 5 oxygens. Right? I can go 2, 4, 6, 8. I need 5. And so this is a situation in which I'm stuck. I can't make this work. So what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll double everything I've already written. So this is a 2. I'm going to make it into a 4. This is a 2. I'll make it into a 4. This is a 3. I'll make it into a 6. So now, because the ratios are the same, right? The nitrogens and the hydrogens, they're still balanced. If you don't believe me, you can press pause and count yourself. But now let's look at the oxygens and see if we have an even number that I can manipulate this into becoming. So I got 4 oxygens plus 6 more. That's 10 oxygens. So I need 10 oxygens on this side. Easy fix. Throw a 5 in there on the O2. Now, I will openly admit that in college, on the test that was, when I was trying to learn this stuff myself, on that test, there was a balancing chemical equations problem, and it took me half an hour. I had 2 hours to take the test. It took me a half an hour for one of the problems. It ended up being the longest problem on that test for me. It wasn't supposed to be the longest problem. It was for me. And so I get that sometimes your brain just locks up and you're not sure what to do. You don't get the numbers right and they're just not making sense and you're not sure which one to change. I get that. But if you follow those 3 hints that we've been talking about so far, it can really keep your frustration down and also save you time on the test as you go.